Star-Spangled Banner, yet wave. This is called Lucky You.
It is an extraordinary journey. How did a girl from a suburban Pennsylvania town go from conquering Nashville as a teenager to this 2 decades later?
This is a true global phenomenon moment, but it's almost surreal to experience her get to a level of saturation that was even beyond the level of saturation she was already at.
Are you ready for it?
Saturation doesn't begin to describe what happened in Melbourne this past weekend. Taylor Swift is a money-earning and generating machine. Big enough for airlines to add extra flights to carry in her Swiftie fans. Big enough for the woman who oversees our economy to take note.
Yes, I know all about Taylor Swift inflation as well, myself.
For those lucky enough to get a ticket, this was a day they won't ever forget.
I am about to start getting ready for the Eras tour. I am so excited.
As Ashley Ng is happy to show, a true Swiftie doesn't just go to a Taylor Swift concert.
This is my stuff to give away.
It's advised you have a healthy supply of friendship bracelets to share and pick a Taylor Swift era for an outfit. Being part of this army means you look the part. And in Ashley's case, you make a TikTok to reveal your transformation.
Taylor Swift has made her amazing fan base become this community of people that honestly, like, you just go up to someone, trade a friendship bracelet, and you've got someone to chat to about something else, or you've got a new friend, you know, you've got someone else to meet, and it's so amazing.
96,000 Swifties, 3 nights in a row. Plenty of sparkle and, of course, friendship bracelets. These aren't just concerts. This is a movement.
Right, like we didn't have TikTok when the Beatles were, you know, traveling and going around the world, and Beatlemania was at its height. But, you know, to kind of look at the level of Taylor kind of breaking through all of the noise.
Like any movement, it gets studied, like at this Swiftposium academic conference last week. Rolling Stone journalist Brittany Spanos was a headliner. She's been covering Taylor Swift for nearly a decade and has taught university courses about her. She says we've rarely, if ever, seen anything like this.
It's pretty unprecedented to have this sort of like discography be almost like bigger than ever, this far into someone's career.
Starting at age 15, that discography comes with its own backstory that has only reinforced her reputation with her many fans. After her master recordings were sold in 2019, she took back control by re-recording old albums so she would reap the benefits. Those Taylor's version recordings now dominate her music sales.
When something like this happens, this is another thing that's kind of an extension of both that branding, but also the kind of ideology that really makes up who Taylor Swift is owning her music, owning what she's created, being the person who has this control over her own narrative.
Jackpot, Kansas City!
It seems there's no sphere Taylor Swift can't cross into. Even American sports have been breached. Music's biggest star dating one of the best-known players on Gridiron's Super Bowl champions.
I know you tried to change the ending, Peter, Luther, Wendy. I knew you.
What Taylor manages to do is a very unique smushing together, I call it, of elements. She brings in threads of real life, lyricism that we attach to of an emotional variety, musicality that fits the genre.
Melbourne musician and songwriter Claire Bowditch is a big fan and has performed many of Swift's songs, including Cardigan.
And she's reflecting back in a way that is sweet. There's not a great deal of bitterness. She's remembering a heartbreak and the smell of an old cardigan.
And when I felt like I was an old cardigan.
It's a theme that Taylor's carried through from the very beginning, this theme of belonging, having your feelings, having a place where your feelings can be heard.
Bowditch says to do that once or twice is extremely difficult, but to do it consistently for nearly 2 decades is almost unheard of.
What we know for sure is that, for some reason, we want to hear these songs again and again. And I love that, not only that, there's this loyalty within those who like Taylor Swift to make sure that the version they're listening to is the one that Taylor made.
Her fans want to hear the songs, and they want to experience them together. Nearly a week before her first concert in Melbourne, hundreds of Swifties gathered at a fan posium to make friendship bracelets and talk Taylor. None of this group knew each other before sitting down.
I was a little nervous coming today. It's like, okay, I'm old, I don't know anybody, but it's like, you know what, I want to do this, and I know that I can sit down with these lovely young women and I can talk to them and it'll be okay.
That feeling was on full display this weekend. Pleas for those without tickets to stay away from the Melbourne Cricket Ground were no match for the need to be around other Swifties.
These young girls couldn't get tickets, so they just want to be part of it.
Taylor Swift doesn't just have fans, she has a community, and it gathers next in Sydney.
Melbourne!